Hi folks, welcome back to the Amazing Education Station, the Amazing Education channel that provides you with the information that is going to benefit you, that you need to know. And remember, it's not about the video, because it's to listen to. It's not to really see anything amazing, although every once in a while you might see something amazing, so who knows. But anyway, today's topic is about paying taxes and tax websites. So I've been promoting the idea that I really like TurboTax. Now H&R Block or other services may be also good, and however, I just chose TurboTax because I think it's Intuit company that owns it, that runs it, and Intuit also provides accounting software, and they will actually make improvements. So it used to be not so easy, and a few years ago it was downright impossible to do all your taxes just using a smartphone. And in the beginning, the smartphone app for TurboTax was good, but it wasn't complete. Like, for example, self-employed people, if you had complex retirement accounts, for example, like maybe a Roth IRA or 401k, self-employed 401k, Roth self-employed 401k. Yes, there are many different kinds of accounts, and it couldn't handle everything. You could only do it that using the online system, or if you bought the software and downloaded it or used a CD. However, just in the last year, they've improved their software. Gosh, it's so noisy. Sorry about this. You can probably hear the background. Very noisy. Yeah. So, as I was saying, TurboTax has improved their software quite a lot. Yes. So now you can use it even just using an Apple iPhone, and you can even pay electronically. There are many different options of how to pay electronically. You don't have to send in checks. And you can, for example, give your bank account information, which you might feel that's not such a good idea. So don't have all your money in that bank account, and you may want to switch your bank account or maybe use it only for taxes. And I'm not sure I'm gonna do even that. I think if it gets to the point where the government is getting into my checking account or savings account or whatever, then I'll have a lot more problems besides that. Probably the money in there wouldn't be worth anything anyway if we've got a government just randomly taking out money. And say what you will about the current state of the government, but it's not randomly taking money out, as far as I'm aware, in any large scale. So I'm not going to restrict the use of my account that I gave them the details in. And they even have some kind of credit karma system. I don't really know much details, but you might want to check it out. And now even TurboTax can do your taxes for you for an extra amount. And hey, it might be good, might be a way to de-stress, because when tax time comes around, you have not only the issue of the paperwork and how confusing it is, and the fact that you might have to schedule some kind of meeting or Zoom meeting or something if you get audited or contacted. Not only that, but you are probably, if you're self-employed, going to be paying taxes. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I love tax time because I get money back. Well, that might be the case, so maybe tax time is not so bad for you. But if it's confusing like it is for me, you may want to just have somebody do it for you. Now, I don't recommend this for somebody who's good with numbers and needs to save money, and then okay, sure, do your own taxes. But especially I'm planning, as I get closer to 60 years old or older, then that's when you start a little bit of fuzzy thinking and not being so clear, and it'd be good to have somebody who's an expert just handle the details for you, just to save you the headache. Now, there are many options how the tax programs can save you headaches. You can pay for what they call audit representation, which means you don't have to spend time handling the audit. You just have the experts handle all the meetings, because you might be busy, a very busy person, or if you're thinking in a fuzzy way, maybe retired or whatnot. If you got fuzzy-headed thinking, then yeah, good to have somebody else just be your representative as a tax person for an audit. And it sounds just wonderful. And then, it doesn't even cost that much, because maybe $120 or $190 extra if they do taxes all for you completely, and then represent you if there's an audit. Well, it saves you a ton of money. How much would you have to pay a certified public accountant, CPA, or some other tax expert to be your representative? It could be hundreds or thousands of dollars, maybe even more. And then would they be a true expert? They might not have the incredible software resources to provide everything that you need. Now, however, one thing that I believe could be worked on is advice, like tax advice on what to do to reduce your future taxes. For example, investments. If you're saving for retirement, you have many choices of what you can do with the money. Some will cause you to pay more taxes, and then some will be virtually tax-free after you pay, say, your initial income tax, like a Roth IRA or Roth 401k, maybe a SEP or simple. There are so many different types of retirement accounts, so I don't know all the details, but I do know that if you invest, for example, in some kind of dividend paying investment or stock or bond or whatnot, maybe even REIT is REIT, is real estate investment trusts, which pay a lot in dividends. I think 90% of their income must be paid out in dividends. And if you do that in a sort of a tax sheltered account like a Roth IRA or a Roth 401k, self-employed Roth 401k, you may never pay taxes on those dividends and the earnings. But if you're just a regular person with no special account, well, guess what? It counts as income, and oh gosh, they're paying out the 90% profits to you, and what? Oh, so suddenly you have $3,000 or $300 or who knows how much extra income. Oh, by the way, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. It's not medical or legal advice. Okay, now that I've gotten past that. So you would have to pay taxes. This is financial education. It's going to help you. Watch all the other videos. Like, thumbs up, and subscribe right now if you want to continue listening. Just kidding. You can